This is part 2 of a 3-part series on how to play VSciprt VSH in casual mode TF2. The final part will go in more depth on the advanced movement, but this is all about strategy and better understanding your advanced abilities. Slam is actually split into 2 parts. The slam itself, the damage that is dealt when you hit the floor, and the abilities off cooldown, and the weight down. The weight down can be combined with other forms of movement to quickly descend whenever necessary. And unlike Slam, weight down is not based on a cooldown, can be used at any time when above a certain height. There are 2 more passives that you might not initially notice. If you ever end up trapped by a holiday punch or a huntsman taunt kill, you'll do an explosion after taking 1,000 damage. This is a preventative measure to stop you from losing all of your health in a stun lock. Your final, relatively hidden passive has to do with your normal melee. If targets are stacked on top of each other, you'll do damage to those near your punch, allowing you to quickly deal with a crowd. If you need time to learn your abilities, you can always practice offline. Check the description if you need to learn how to do that. Once you've learned your abilities, it might be time to learn some target priorities. If you're struggling to take out the enemy team, it might be because you're neglecting to take out some key targets. Typically, the team is only as strong as their supports. Taking out the medics and engineers early will make the later game much easier. Any class that provides a group buff is extremely strong. A Fan of War Scout or Jarate Sniper can increase the damage output of the entire team if they land a hit, so taking them out early will prevent you from losing excess health. And if someone is proven to deal a lot of damage, it's worth considering targeting them first. Heavy damage classes like Snipers and Trolgers and Spies can do a lot of burst damage without making their presence very known. Starting the round by going around the outskirts and taking out the Engineers and Snipers who go off on their own is a strong way to weaken the Mercenaries early. Some classes really can't do much if you ignore them. Demo Knights, Pyros, Spies, Heavies, and even medi-chaining medics can easily be hard countered by just jumping away. If you find yourself struggling in a fight against someone, just remember that you can always walk away, swap targets, or just come back later once your abilities are off cooldown. It's also good to remember to time your melee swings as well. Swinging wildly might work sometimes, but you'll always end up losing a fight to a Demo Knight who knows what they're doing, so time your swings. And if that doesn't work, you can always fight them on a slant. Those with the low ground will typically be at the advantage. Engineer Nest can sometimes be a struggle. I found the most effective strategy is using your movement abilities to take out the sentry guns, and instead worrying more about killing the players, specifically engineers. Because a wrangled sentry takes 9 hits to take out, whereas an engineer only takes 1. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave a comment, and be sure to check out part 3 if you're interested in the advanced movement and tactics that Hale can perform.